This noon, we're learning more about new indictments against the man accused of killing a father outside of his son's preschool. Good afternoon to you. I'm Blankenship. And today, the grand jury indicted the man accused in the shooting outside of a Dunwoody daycare. Hemy Neuman is now facing charges in the murder of 36-year-old Russell Snyderman. And we were first to tell you about the new developments this morning on WSBTV.com. Let's go now to Channel 2's Mike Pachinik with the latest on what he's learned. Mike.
Fred, District Attorney Robert James made that announcement of this indictment outside of the courthouse about an hour and a half ago. 2 felony counts against Hemy Neuman in the murder of Rusty Snyderman.
The Dunwoody Police Department and my investigators have worked tirelessly to bring justice to the loved ones of Mr. Russell Snyderman and the citizens of DeKalb County.
DeKalb District Attorney Robert James told us the path to justice includes today's indictment of 48-year-old Hemy Neuman for the murder of the Dunwoody businessman and father of 2 outside his son's preschool last November.
I can't comment on what may or may not happen in the future as far as our evidence.
Neuman was scheduled for a preliminary hearing this morning in which a judge would hear evidence of the case, but James told us he canceled that hearing, opting instead to bring it right to a grand jury. I asked him how confident he feels about getting a conviction.
If I were not confident, then I would not have presented the case to the grand jury this morning along with my Chief Assistant DA, Don Gary.
Investigators believe Neuman shot Snyderman, then fled the scene in his van. Channel 2 Action News has confirmed that Snyderman's wife, Andrea, worked for Neuman at General Electric. But James and police still won't reveal a motive in the case. How would you rate the job that the Dunwoody Police Department did in this very high-profile murder investigation?
They're a fine police department, the Dunwoody Police Department is, and, you know, my hat is off to them for the work that they have done.
James says the next step in this case is an arraignment hearing. He says that is not yet on the schedule. I have been in contact with Hemy Neuman's attorney about this indictment. He plans to make some statements to us later on today. We'll have a full wrap-up for you tonight starting on Channel 2 Action News at 5. But for now, we're live at the courthouse. Indicator, I'm Mike Pachinik, Channel 2 Action News.
And we have more details on murder suspect Hemy Neuman. As Mike said, he worked with Snyderman's wife in Marietta at General Electric's Quality and Engineering Department. Neighbors told us he recently moved out of his family's home in Marietta to Buckhead. He has no prior criminal history.